What would you like to boost? What is your opinion on ravioli? Honestly, ravioli used to hit better for me. And these days, I don't know if it's just the type of ravioli or the way it's made. I just don't like it anymore. It just doesn't it doesn't get it doesn't just I don't know, it's not as good as it used to be. That's all I gotta say. Wall bounces contribute to damage. Honestly, I'd like to get either of these. Heal 6 from reloading. We'll do that. Soup. Honestly, soup is really only a food that I eat when I'm sick. Or just kind of feeling down. Honestly, it's incredible. Soup, even if you're just feeling a little off and you're not even sick, soup is incredible. I don't know what they're doing, who figured that one out, but whoever did it, what a genius. What an absolute god, the person who discovered that soup has some sort of healing properties in it. Because whatever it is about, actually no, I looked it up. It's the temperature that like clears your sinuses. That's what it is. But that's only if you're sick. If you're just feeling down, what's up with that? It still makes you feel like you're on top of the world afterwards. I believe the CEO of Soup is Chef Boyardee. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. Honestly, who else? What other companies make soup on the same scale as Chef Boyardee? I don't think anyone does. Chef Boyardee kind of has a monopoly on soup. I can't think of the other ones. I think one of them starts with like a P, but who cares about that one? Who cares about the pea soup? I'm here to celebrate and honor Chef Boyardee. Campbell's. That's the okay. You're right. Campbell's. I think I was getting Campbell's and Chef Boyardee merged into one company. Because Chef Boyardee is more focused on like the raviolis. Chef Boyardee doesn't. I think their focus is more on the Italian-esque flavors, whereas Campbell's, that's the soup company. So I take it back. Chef Boyardee is not the CEO of Soup. Have we seen the chef and Campbell in the same room? That's a good point. They might be the same guy for all we know. Mr. Campbell? Do you have something you want to tell us? I'm listening. Eyes and ears are open. Wait, which was it Chef Boyardee or Campbell's that had that ad that played with the soup can rolling down the street after the girl was like, "Mom, I want the soup." And the mom was like, "No." And then the soup rolled and followed them home. Was that Chef Boyardee or Campbell's? Because it seems like a Chef Boyardee type commercial to me. But it could be Campbell's because I'm pretty sure it was soup. And what child wants soup? So it had to have been like ravioli. Chef? Yeah, I think my money is on Chef Boyardee. Because like as a kid, soup was never a good idea. You know, you never were like, "Mom, I would love some soup right now." Who was clamoring for soup as a child? Not I. Grants ball work. Every 8 pegs hit after attacking. I honestly don't know what that means. Can you explain what ball work is to me? Honestly, let's take it. I'm curious. Yeah, I'm thinking that can I not upgrade this? Jeez. I'm thinking that it had to have been a ravioli can that child wanted. Because otherwise, Chef Boyardee is crazy. They're crazy for that one. I should just watch more 2000s ads. That was a good idea. Tomato soup and grilled cheese sandwich. Okay, you got a good point there actually. That's a pretty good point. That's but here's the thing. Soup on its own. I don't know. I don't know about that. Now as a combination, as a complement to one another, the grilled cheese and the tomato soup, pretty good, pretty good. Even though I remember tomato soup and grilled cheese working really well with each other, but I always had a disdain for it, just based on the smell alone, because I think I connected it to like some like pre-K that I used to, or like it's some daycare that would serve it, and I just hated my time there or something. I don't know. That's all I can remember. Like the place was not. Maybe it was the place that smelled bad, and I for some reason I linked that to the grilled cheese and tomato soup. Soup with goldfish crackers? I've not tried that one, so I can't comment on it. Soup and crackers in general, though, is an excellent combo. Multi-ball 1, massive damage on crits. Okay. Seems pretty good. I don't have money, so I'm not going to the shop. That's an insane idea. Honestly, though, if we're talking about soup, you really just can't go wrong with the classic chicken noodle soup. You got tomatoes thrown at you, it explains a lot. That does make sense. I just have an aversion to tomatoes in general. I didn't even finish looking at the information about tomatoes being thrown. If you go to the shop and can't afford any items, the shopkeeper should call you poor. That's an incredible idea. That should be, we should forward that to the devs. But my main question about the tomato throwing thing, I don't think is going to get answered anywhere, because my main question is, where did they get, like, where did the tomatoes come from? Like I said, did they just come to the performances armed with tomatoes to throw? That would be annoying. What if all their performances that night are incredible and you don't have anyone that you decide deserves a tomato thrown at them? Do you walk home with a pocket full of tomatoes? Like, what's up with that? Science's biggest question. Food stands. But do they run out during the performance to go and buy some tomatoes? That sounds like a lot of extra work. I would just boo. I would simply just boo the performer instead of running out to grab tomatoes. Tomatoes, you gotta hold them. It's like things that you gotta bring. You gotta find a place to store them. You know, it's just a lot of hassle. If you're just gonna boo, you just gotta bring your voice. That's all you got. Actually, hold on. Since I'm looking this up. Okay, but here's the problem. No one online has a good website for this, because I'm not going to Quora again. Reddit.com might be my best option. On Ask Historians. There's one comment. This is not an answer. Yeah, people were just buying buckets full of tomatoes, chewing on them during the performance. A history of protest foods from eggs and tomatoes to cream pies. This is too much. I'm on Bon Appetit. Legend has it that tomatoes were tossed at actors at Shakespeare's Globe Theatre, but it just wasn't the case. Tomatoes didn't even appear in English cookbooks until 1752, so no one would have had them on hand to pelt performers in the 16th century. Unlike eggs, these overripe fruits are most often associated with protesting theatrical performances. Indeed, a New York Times article from 1883 discusses John Ritchie, an actor who was demoralized by tomatoes after an underwhelming performance that included a shoddy somersault. This is not to suggest rotten tomatoes are wholly apolitical. PETA has been known to chuck tomatoes at fur coat wearers. Huh? I would just like to know where they're getting the tomatoes. That's all I gotta know. And no one wants to help me figure it out. I'm gonna go tomorrow on campus. I'm going to the campus library, and I'm searching tomatoes. I'm searching up protest foods. I'm getting to the bottom of this. Screw the internet. Screw Reddit. Screw Quora. I'm gonna find my own research. I'm gonna do it myself. It's a DIY question answer. And I'll come back with the hard-hitting journalism. I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. It's probably just a bunch of random rotten food and tomatoes got singled out. Honestly, that's probably what it was. I think that's a pretty good theory. But then again, it's like, how are you keeping that food on hand? Did they just have a pile of food on their table at all times, ready to throw? It's probably top secret. You're right. You know what? I'm gonna ask my professor tomorrow and see if he knows. Just randomly. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna see if he knows. I'm gonna ask all my professors. Someone's gotta be as interested as I am. Rub orb. I'm not joking, by the way. I'm gonna actually do it. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. I'm gonna activate a bomb. That sounds pretty good. I love activating bombs. Don't take that out of context. Don't send that to the FBI. Thank you. Why did I aim for the refresh orb first? Am I insane? What is wrong with me? Alright, I'd say that bomb thing was a good investment. The tomato incident, it's gonna turn me insane. You know, if you're worried about me going on forever about the Mario movie, don't worry. I've got a new thing that I'm gonna be talking about forever. Don't know what subject he's teaching, but turn in your final as a history of throwing things. Performance from tomato to spoons. Honestly, that might be a good final essay. Maybe that'll be my my thesis paper. Although my final thesis has to be European history, I believe. So if it originates in Europe, I could do that. I could do that. That would be insane if I've just found the origin for my thesis paper. Like, right now. How funny would that be? It is European history, isn't it? Oh yeah, I was reading because it's in, Oh, I closed out the tab. Oh well. Anyway, it could work. Everything is connected. Everything is coming together. Maybe... Maybe I'll ask my professor if that would be a good thesis paper also. I'll be like, a question. Twitch chat should be listed as co-author in this thesis along with ChatGPT. If I put ChatGPT, I'm gonna get expelled for presumed plagiarism. That's not true, it just gave me the idea. It told me to do banter on food. And so I did. That's pretty good. Every shot is a crit when fired below 30% health. Don't plan on being around there for too much longer. I'll take this. What's our map looking like? We can go either way, apparently. ChatGPT is the name of my friend's dog. Yep. I put 2 food bowls in front of the dog ChatGPT, and he went to the food bowl labeled food. And that really sparked my imagination. What if someone named their kid ChatGPT? I feel like that's gonna happen within the next 50 years. What the hell? Get that guy out of here. I thought that I had a foolproof system here to avoid those messages. That's the first bot that's successfully broken through the barriers. Unbelievable. Disgusting behavior. This is not looking good. It's been Outmark M1E this whole time. I'm gonna die. Maybe Peggle's not in my, Peggle's not in my favor tonight. Give it one more go, though. This sounds pretty good. It's also about time for, more water for me. I'm getting thirsty. I've been drinking a lot of water lately. Water's just good, though. You can't deny it. You know? Anyone else a water fan? I feel like water doesn't get the appreciation it deserves. Isn't it crazy that there are so many, there's probably like 1 million animals in the ocean that we haven't even discovered yet? In like the deep, dark ocean? That's insane to me. There could be like just some guy down there that's just as smart as us, but can't figure out how to get up there. Get up to the surface. They might have their own society down there. Atlantis? That is true. We know more about space than our own oceans. Yeah. That's pretty crazy to me. Like, we know more about something that the average human can't even go to. They're waiting for Aquaman 2 to come out. That's good. Get on it, DC. They're waiting. What's up with superhero movies? Are those like officially on their way out now? Because that's what it feels like to me. It feels like everyone's kind of getting tired of it. I think the most recent ones have just not been performing well. That's like the main thing that's making me think this. I used to get discussing film on my Twitter feed like 10 times every day, and it'd be like, Ant-Man and the quantum physics has been performing very poorly at the box office. I'm like, okay, great. Thanks for letting me know. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, I've never been a fan of the superhero movies, unfortunately. You know, I'm just not the bat chest type of guy. It's just not for me. I did enjoy the Iron Man movies, though. I watched those, the 3 of those, and then I was like, all right, cool. I don't need to see anything else. And I proceeded to not see anything else. Actually, I saw the Avengers Age of Ultron. And that was basically just complete gibberish to me because I had not seen any of the other movies surrounding it. Like, they fought a guy, and that was basically all I can remember. And honestly, that's like every single superhero movie, to be honest. Spider-Man movies, that's the only superhero movie I'm interested in watching, is the Spider-Man movies. The Tom Holland ones are pretty good. I will give them that. Andrew Garfield ones, eh. Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies, beautiful. Cinema. And yes, I forgot the actor's name. It's escaping my brain right now. Trevor? What's his name? I can picture his face in my head. Peter Parker. Dude, I don't know. I'm gonna upgrade an orb. Tobey Maguire. That's who it was. I knew it started with a T. Trevor. Where the hell did I get Trevor from? Trevor Maguire. I will say, if the next time a Spider-Man movie comes out, I'm not watching it in the theaters. First of all, I've already said this, but the theater watching experience is completely ruined for me right now. That no one knows how to behave in a theater right now. But in particular, the Spider-Man No Way Home, or whatever the hell, the 3-way Spider-Man movie, with Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire in it as well, whatever that one was called. That was awful. That was an awful theater viewing experience because I had, to the left of me, I was sitting at the very edge. So, you know, it's the stairs to go down the theater is to the left of me. To the left of me, 2 girls, I shouldn't say girls, they were like teenagers or something. Actually, I think they were a little bit older. They're like, at the very least, like 18. Maybe even older. But they sat on the steps right next to me for the entire movie, giggling, cheering, crying. And it was just annoying to me. And my friends that I went and saw the movie with, they didn't really care at all. I was the only one that found that bothersome. I'm not gonna be the guy that's like, hey, can you please be quiet? I'm trying to watch Spider-Man No Way Home. Please respect the cinema. Because, like, honestly, the movies that are being produced encourage that behavior. I just realized that. That's why no one knows how to behave in the movie theaters, because every single superhero movie feels like an amusement ride where you're supposed to like cheer and scream and laugh and yell and piss your pants. It's encouraged because they're like, you know, showing you all these bright colors, and they're like, it's too much. It's like, it's just an overload of garbage, to be honest. What the hell is it? Spinnies? They got some new orbs in the game. So anyway, my thesis is people don't know how to behave in the theaters anymore because the movies that are being shown are not being treated like high art. They're encouraging people to think of them as disposable. So then when they go and see a movie that it's actually supposed to be like analyzed and it's supposed to be like the director's greatest piece of art ever, they go in and they're like me, and then they like open their phone up and play Subway Surfers the whole time because they got bored because one of the main characters started talking about their emotions. It's unbelievable. Grants one spiness. Don't know what the hell that is, but okay. New ball dropped. Hopefully a second ball will drop soon. Imagine movie theaters in 20 years when kids growing up on a baby censor YouTube videos. Movie theaters are gonna go out of business by that point. Kids aren't gonna be able to do it. They're gonna have to have their iPads in the movie theater. Or the only movies being produced are going to be official Coco Melon Cinematic Universe movies. Here at Coco Melon, we're excited to take the next leap forward with our exciting new cast of characters in the Coco Melon Cinematic Universe. Phase 1 of the Coco Melon Cinematic Universe begins in 2042. With your favorite characters from your childhood. And then that's my knowledge of Coco Melon ends and begins with the fact that it's for children and is sensory overload. So I can't name off any Coco Melon characters if there are any. I think I'm gonna lose again. This is not ideal. I'd like to learn about the spiness. What does it do? It's not been made clear to me what one spiness is. No idea. Finger Family movie premieres. Oh no. Spider-Man and Elsa do surgery on each other. The feature-length film. This is bad. This is a bad game. Not Peglin, but just the game I'm playing. The round. Spider-Man and Elsa rob a bank. The 2-hour feature-length film based on the hit YouTube channel. It sent me physical pain down my through my body, imagining that appearing on a movie theater screen before the movie begins. based on the hit YouTube channel. Oh no. Oh no. still don't have no idea what the hell Spin S does. Martin Scorsese hands him award for Best Picture. For Best Picture, this year at the Oscars, the Best Picture nominees were really, putting up a fight. You had Spider-Man and Elsa rob a bank. You had The Finger Family. I mean, it's a big year for cinema. We weren't really sure who was going to win this one, but pretty happy that it turned out to be Spider-Man and Elsa rob a bank. Directorial debut from Cocomelon. When are they just going to give up on pretending like anyone is directing these movies anymore? There's no way anyone directed like the last 3 Illumination movies. That stuff is made by like a boardroom. Like no one's creative vision is being put into any of those movies. There's no way. There's just no way. No one's passionate about those movies. I refuse to believe it. Roundabout, another brand new peg. Honestly, no, I gotta heal. I really do. Are there any coins? Any shops coming up? Immune to attack while reloading. I kind of need the health though. I'll take that. Oh, I'm really excited for the AI generated movies that are going to come out. As if we needed them to be even more lifeless than they are now. Ask ChatGPT for the plots to Spider-Man and Elsa rob a bank. That'll be good. If I remember, I'll do that after this. And we'll see what it spits out. I don't understand what that one does. It fires from behind the enemy? It appears that I went forward, but, what do I know? I'm just a guy with eyes. Don't know what Bulwark is still. Did they replace some of the old ones? Because, like, I feel like I'm not seeing some of my favorite classic ones as much. Like, I'm getting these new ones only. What's up with that? What's the big deal? It's the intro to my stand-up set. So, I've been playing Peglin a lot lately, and they've added these new pegs. These new orbs, and it seems like they've replaced the old ones. What's up with that? That now, and then cue the people throwing tomatoes at my head. That's when that would happen. I miss the old balls. Remember back in the good old days when they used to have those old balls? Bad joke 3. That's pretty good though. 3 hours 40 minutes into the broadcast, I've only had 3 bad jokes. It's like 1 bad joke for every 1.1 hour. So that's a pretty good ratio. I'm gonna die again, aren't I? Come on, I'm dead. What is up with this game? It's these new balls they've added. I don't know the new balls. Send me out of Peglin. I'm tired of losing.